different tracks, each one looking after its own focus areas. The G20 comprises the following areas. The Sherpa track, it is headed by Sherpa, who is the representative of the leader. The focus areas are socio-economic issues such as agriculture, anti-corruption, climate, digital economy, education and employment. The finance track, it is headed by finance ministers and central bank governors. The focus areas are fiscal and monetary policy issues such as the global economy, infrastructure and financial regulation. Do you know how does G20 empower the modern society?
The G20 brings together the world's major and systematic important economies. It accelerates its importance in many streams. The major programs are G20 Empower. The G20 Alliance for Empowerment and Progression of Women's Economic Representation. It aims to accelerate women's leadership and growth. Science 20. Science 20 Engagement Group comprising international science academies of G20 countries. It presents policymakers and consensus based on scientific attitudes. Think 20. Think 20 has an official G20 engagement group was initiated during Mexican presidency in 2012. It serves as an idea bank for G20. Women 20 or Nari Shakti. Women 20 is an engagement group which was launched in 2015 during Turkish presidency. W20 focuses on gender-inclusive economic growth. Youth 20. Youth 20, with its first Y20 conference held in 2010, provides a platform that allows youth to express their vision and ideas on G20 growth. We would like to conclude with a Sanskrit shlok.
Ayam nija paraveti gananalagu chetasam udara charitanam tu VASUDHAIVA KUTUMBAKAM.
Which means, this is mine, that is his, says the small-minded. The wise believe that the entire world is a family, that is the VASUDHAIVA KUTUMBAKAM.
Thank you. The 7 continents of the globe and the 7 notes of the music. Adding that the G20 will bring the world together in harmony. Thank you.
Countries. So, I call upon Ms. Hajira of grade 10 to introduce the members of nations.
Australia, Brazil, Germany, India, Indonesia. G20 is an international forum comprising the world major economies representing both developed and developing countries. As an influential platform for global economic cooperation, the G20 plays a crucial role in addressing key global challenges and shaping policy agendas. The priorities of the G20 are determined collectively by its member nations. As of my last knowledge update in September 2021, I can provide you with some general priorities that Hindi has traditionally emphasized at the G20 summit. However, please note that these priorities may have evolved or changed since then. Here are some priorities that India has focused on at G20 meetings. Sustainable development
of G20. Why India? Today's world is looking at collective leadership with great hope. India's role as G20 president is very important as it maintains close relations with developed countries. India assumes the G20 presidency on the 1st of December 2022 from Indonesia and will convene the G20 Leader Summit for the first time in the country in 2023. India will outline the G20 presidency with all the friends of Global South who have been India's co-passengers for decades for the path of development. India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in their history as it seeks to play an important role by finding programmatic global solutions for the well-being of all. India is working on a vision to bring the whole world together for a common objective for a better future. India's mantra in G20 is One Earth, One Family, One Future. These ideas of India would be the way for world welfare. India's G20 presidency and the priority areas. India has assumed the presidency of the G20, which is a key global forum of major economies of the world for the discussing and addressing critical challenges being faced by the international community. This is a historic opportunity for India to showcase its vibrant culture and rich heritage along with its achievements and capabilities. In order to further the multi-year agenda of the G20 Employment Working Group, the following priority areas have been identified for its consideration: addressing global skill gaps, gig and protection economy and social protection, sustainable financing of social security. Its fifth largest economy, an excellent opportunity to form world opinion where there is widespread polarization and escalation of geopolitical rigidities. India will work tirelessly to advance peace, stability and shared prosperity in a fragmented world.
and all present here. In the state of Karnataka, the G20 meetings will be held in Bengaluru, Mysuru and Hampi, spread over the years. This will give a chance for the visitors to visit various historical and heritage attractions of the state. These meetings will also provide opportunities for the visitors to witness India's economic growth and successes along with rich experiences in India's cultural diversity. The Think 20 Summit is a 3-day summit which will give thrust to startups in Mysuru and highlight opportunities for the entrepreneurs and showcase possibilities which will be held in the city from August 5th to 7th. The event titled Mysuru Startup Pavilion and Conclaves will be held at the SJCE campus and that Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been invited to inaugurate this 3-day summit and expo virtually. This event offers access to the entire startup ecosystem with keynote sessions, master classes, power talks, networking, collaboration, panel discussion and many more. Showcasing possibilities for the new generation and aspiring entrepreneurs. Yaduvir Krishnadatta Chamraj Vodayar, who will speak on the Mysuru vision, besides other industry and community leaders from the region. Over 15,000 aspiring participant students, innovators, researchers, educators, industry professionals will visit over 100 startups and MSME stalls, which will have access to more than 25 speakers, 20 investors, mentors, incubators and accelerators, all under one umbrella, all of which will be in sync with the tagline of the event, One Place, Infinite Possibilities. The United States strongly supports G20 priorities to provide action-oriented solutions to global challenges, including strengthening of food, health, energy and women's security, countering terrorism, counter-narcotics, and deepening cooperation on renewable energy and sustainable development. So therefore, G20 is an important international forum that plays a critical role in economic cooperation and stability. And with its diverse membership and commitment to provide solutions to global challenges, G20 is well positioned to address complex economic issues the world is facing today. Thank you.
Special day for all the CBSE schools in Mysuru, because as you know, G20. What do you mean by G20? If I ask you, what do you mean by G20? Simply means group of 20, okay? A group of 20 countries. And actually it comes 19 countries and one is European Union. So altogether 20 countries are there in the group. And what is the purpose? Already we have heard that it's a premier global economic forum. That means it came into being or came into existence to support the countries for the economic development. In short, I would like to say, to fill the gap between developed countries and developing countries. That is the aim of founding G20. And today what is the importance? And this year, G20 summit will be happening in India, and India has taken its presidency in December 1st, 2022, and this year, this month, it will happen in India, in 50 cities of India. So as part of that, CBSE has instructed all the schools to conduct an awareness program for the students to know what is G20. So as part of that, we are conducting G20, a special assembly in our campus. And this is my honor and privilege to thank everyone for making this day more meaningful. First of all, we principals had a meeting in the Sahodaya level, and we decided that certain programs should be arranged in schools to keep the awareness. Thus we have made competitions, slogan competition, poster making competition, and common assembly. All these things we have decided. And today, we are conducting the assembly. And now, I would like to put record the sincere thanks to the teachers who have worked behind to make this day great and meaningful. I thank our Honorable Manager for all the support and guidance. Thank you, dear Father. Let us give a big applause to our beloved manager in his absence. Again, I cannot but say, it is not the work of one. It is not the idea of one. There is a collective work behind it. And it has been taken initiative by Vice Principal Asha Madam, and there are few other teachers as in charge, N.R. Mary Madam, Helen Madam, Pooja Madam, and other in charge teachers, students, participants, band team under the leadership of band sir. All these people worked together and made all the arrangements, and I put my sincere thanks for them, and let us put our hands together and give them a big applause and thank them. Thank you, teachers. Again, dear students, this is a day we should be remembered and should note what is G20 and what is its meaning. I think all my students are very well aware about what is G20. Once again, I thank all the participants, all the students, all the teachers, especially from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, dear teachers and students. Once again, thanking everyone. I remain. Thank you so much.